Hello everybody and welcome to the Q&A video. Today I will be answering all your questions that I got under the 150 subs video. And I'm just going to be playing with some puppets in the background, so I hope you guys enjoy. And I'd like to thank you guys again for the 150 subs and for all the questions I got, and I'm really excited to answer them. Anyways, to get started off, I have, what is your favorite color? I really like pink, but I also love all the colors a lot, especially their pastel colors. I really love pastel colors. Number 2 is, what are your dogs' names? I have 2 dogs, and one is a golden retriever. Her name is Nova, and she's 4. And the other is a Bernese Mountain Dog, and her name is Bee, and she is 6 months old, I think. And we just got her this year. My favorite celebrity. I don't really know that many celebrities, so I don't really have a favorite. I'm probably more knowledgeable in singers, and I have a couple questions about that, so I'll answer that when that comes up. My favorite WAF tribe. I really love all the tribes a lot, but I guess I really like Rainwings, Seawings, Sandwings, and Nightwings the most, probably. I just really like those a lot. Number 5, will you draw all the ARC 1 through 3 dragons together? Probably. In the future, when I have a little more time, I will do that. I just have, I'm working on an AU right now, and I'm kind of having a hard time writing it because I can't figure out how I want to write it. And I have another mini project that I've been working on that I might finally get off the ground. So I'm working on those. But anyways, if you were able to date a dragon, who would it be and why? Probably Keebly, because I just think he's super sweet and kind and caring and attentive, and would just be like a really nice person and dragon in general. Also, I don't really think he needs that much explaining. Number 7, who inspired you to start making dragon puppets? If not, no one in particular did, then who's your favorite puppeteer? I actually wasn't inspired by just one person. My first encounter with dragon puppets on my feed was probably Forkscale's videos, and from there I kind of saw more and more, and then I finally decided I might as well try making one. So Nebula here was my first dragon puppet, and she's not the most amazing. I'm getting better, but she's definitely one of my favorites. And then as for favorite puppeteers, I don't have one. They're all amazing, so I love everybody. So they all make amazing puppets, and they're all equally amazing. I'm gonna swap out a puppet now for Huckleberry. He can hang out for a bit. If you were in a book, what would it be and why? First of all, I'd probably want to be in Wings of Fire. I love Wings of Fire so much, and I'd probably go in as my main OC Golding. Or I'd be willing to be in Harry Potter or Percy Jackson, either as one of the main characters or as my own OC. What's your favorite WAF book? I'd say I really love all the books in general, especially if they're some of my favorite characters. But I think my favorite books are probably book 5, 6, and not 15, 10. Because, well, first of all, the end of Arc 5 was amazing. I really liked how Tui handled that. And then I really like book 6 because it's an interesting trope with the mind reading, and also we get to kind of see how things are going at Jade Mountain Academy, because that was kind of just an idea at the end of book 5. So I really liked seeing how that turned out, and obviously wrapping that up with Keebly's book was amazing. Again, I love Keebly so much. Who is your favorite WAF character? Well, first of all, I don't have a favorite WAF character, but I love Keebly and Moon and Kinkajou and Tsunami and Glory and all kind. I could keep going on and on. I love all the characters so much. Who inspired you to make dragons? Again, nobody in particular, but I don't know. I just really love making the dragon puppets now. I definitely think this will be something that I do for a while. Which is your favorite Harry Potter book / film? I can actually answer this fairly truthfully. I really love book 3 for both the book and the film for Harry Potter. And I just think I really loved that book. So like that book and movie were just like probably my favorites. Although I still really like the end to that, how that it was a really exciting end. All right. How many OCs do you have? I don't know. If you saw my sketchbook video tour, I know I have more than 50 WAF OCs, and that does not count the ones that I drew digitally, because those are all my traditional art ones. So yeah, I have way more OCs than I can even imagine. Although I will say it's all WAF OCs, no like Harry Potter or Percy Jackson or any of those, but I would like to eventually try that. I'm gonna swap out Huckleberry for Dawn and Midnight here. Alright. Okay. What book series are you interested in reading? Probably Warrior Cats. I hear that's like a really popular series, and I've seen more stuff on that, and I'd really like to read it because I hear it's really good. And there's a couple others I think that like movie books that are turning into movies that I'd like to read. I'm very big into reading reading the books before the movies. I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy before I watched the movies, so that was 6 months out of my life. So, what type of music do you like? I like, I guess like, I don't know, I guess like country or folk or whatever that is, whatever Taylor Swift sings for that, and pop. Who is your favorite music artist? I don't have a particular favorite music artist, but I really like Dua Lipa, AJR, and Noah Kahan. And Noah Khan's also more of like a country, I guess, singer. That would be more of like the country style that I like more. And then just like Dua Lipa and AJR are more ones that I like to dance to or do when I'm like running or playing tennis. That's probably what I like to do for those. But those are like the three artists that I listen to the most. If you were an animist and could enchant or make an object, what would it be and why? This is also a very good question. It took me a while to figure out probably what I'd want to do the most, but it would probably be like enchanting a scroll and like a quill or whatever the dragons use in the Wings of Fire universe to write with, and I would enchant it so that whenever I like talk about something or like this, I find myself a lot when I'm thinking about a story that I like to like blab about it, and that helps me kind of think about it more. So when I'm writing a story, I like to talk about it either to my mom or to myself, and I feel like that would make it easier on me to go back through and like read through what I said. So if I was gonna do that, I'd probably want to enchant that. Otherwise, a bunch of art supplies that would never run out. Do you watch The Dragon Prince? No, but I've heard of it. And maybe I'd be willing to try that. Do you play Incredibox? I don't, and I'm really sorry, I don't even know what that is. I don't really play a lot of like video games, I guess. I don't really know what that is. When did you start your first YouTube channel? Well, this is my first YouTube channel, and I started it like late May, so I haven't been doing it very long. And then, why do Rain Wings have 4 ears? I've never heard of Rain Wings having 4 ears. I know they have a frill, but I'm pretty sure they have the same number of ears as every WAF dragon does. Why do Ice Wings have blue blood? I don't know. I think that was something Tui came up with and was like, you know what, we're gonna give Ice Wings blue blood. But that's an interesting question because I don't really know the answer, but I know people like JMA have, I think, covered that before. I don't know. I'm sure there are videos out there explaining some logistics behind that. Who is Keebly? Keebly is the Sandwing and the Jade Winglet, and he is probably the most loved WAF character out there, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if anybody like asks who is your favorite character in WAF, they're gonna probably say Keebly. He's like the polar opposite of Whirlpool in every way. So anyways, thank you guys so much for the questions. I really appreciate you guys asking them. And before we go, I'll give you a little look at Ollie again because I realized I didn't get to put him in. But thank you guys again for the questions and for the 150 subs. I'm really excited. I'm actually like halfway to 200 now. So for that, I will probably be doing an art competition. So if you guys are interested, keep that in mind whenever I hit 200. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I answered all your questions. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.